Hello, friends. I'm answering another question today. As we've been going through the book of Revelation, been taking some time to answer your questions. This one isn't specific about the book of Revelation, but it does relate. Here it is. My child is best friends with someone who has a different belief. How do we help? What happens to them? They are great people. What can we do? Well, this is really difficult when someone we know and care about or someone we love, when they don't believe in Jesus. Because in the Bible, we know it teaches, Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. And so there's a tension there. There's a struggle there. I will say this. You cannot force anyone to believe in Jesus. You can't force someone into following Jesus. But what you can do, you can love them and care for them and pray for them, definitely pray for them, but also show them what Jesus looks like by the way you behave, by the way you react, by the way you speak, and challenge them a little bit. Ask them questions, get in discuss. Don't be afraid to talk about what they do believe, why they believe that. Talk about what you believe and why you believe that. Talk about Jesus and what Jesus means to you and what he's done in your life. Share your testimony with them. And 1 Peter 3:15 says, always be ready to answer people's questions when they ask about the hope that you have. But it also says to do so with gentleness and respect. Now, I'm a firm believer that it takes a relationship to speak into someone's life. Now, there's occasions where you can just go right at it and it's effective and the Spirit uses that. But I think the relationship is better. So build a relationship with them to be able to speak truth into their life, but do so with gentleness and respect. And so love them, pray for them, show them what Jesus looks like. The last thing is, Paul says in Corinthians that he planted the seed and Apollos watered it, but God caused it to grow. And so just look at it as slinging seed, like the parable of the sower, just throwing seed wherever. And so take those moments to throw some seeds, to plant a seed about Jesus, who he is. And maybe someone will come along later and water that, and then God will cause that seed to take root and to grow. And I pray you get to see that happen. Sometimes we don't get to see that happen, but I pray you do. So keep loving them, keep telling them about Jesus, keep praying for them, and plant those seeds every chance you get. I hope this helps. God bless. Have a great week.